Joining me now is Blake Hylands. He's CEO of Lithium Ionic. Great to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So I have to say it jumps off the page that your project in Brazil is near to Sigma Lithium, and we know how well they've done, and I believe they're very close to producing. So give us an overview of what you have.
Yeah, it's hard to hide where we are, and why would we want to at this point, right? I mean, so Sigma's now about a $5 billion company next door to us. They've done a fantastic job from discovery through construction and then commercial production this year in sort of a 5-year timeline. And we tend to focus on even their permit timelines of about 18 months for Shusha and even shorter for that on some of their other deposits. So, you know, we have an 85 million ton project next door going into production. That obviously is our goal as well, right? It's something that we're trying to achieve. But I think for now, you know, we're working to show that, you know, we have our own deposits, we're growing our own way. It's not just closology, but it is closology. It's drilling off really great deposits in Bandera region, Galvani, and now we have a new Salinas area project right next door to Latin Resources. So we're getting started there as well. Very, very exciting.
Right, we've also talked to Latin Resources, and they've talked about replicating the Sigma model. So if it's a 5-year process, at what juncture are you at now, and how? What's the most exciting thing about what's happening at your company?
Yeah, I think that for us to kind of achieve even, you know, where they are quicker, I think is possible, and that's not to say that they could have done it quicker. They're in a different market completely than we are, and we didn't have a company drafting for us, you know, or for them the way that we do it, you know, from them. So, you know, we think certainly timelines to production look more like, you know, 2-year, 24-month type targets, 18 to 24-month type targets, and that is really because we can look at what they're doing next door and kind of follow in their footsteps, work with the same environmental groups, the same engineering groups, do the same baseline study work, and we don't have a global pandemic that we're working through as well, right? We're hopefully on the other side of all of that. So for us, as we define off these deposits, we've got our main resource coming in the next 2 months. We're scoping that. We've drilled that to what, you know, indicated going to measured spacing, most of it anyway, and just move very, very quickly to scope that and permit it as fast as possible. Now,
you said it yourself, the elephant next door is Sigma Lithium. You can't ignore that. So is that your main differentiator when you go out to tell investors that, hey, we've got something pretty special here?
I think we have something special, whether they're not. I think that it has drawn eyes to the area and to the belt. It's in one of the most important pegmatite belts in the world and has been for over 100 years. Produces almost all the world's gemstones. It's been extremely important for ceramics in Greece and dimension stones, gemstones, like I said. So, you know, as a standalone project, we have a great project. I think when you have someone next door doing a great job, that's even better. And when they've gone through a lot of the hard yards to prove that you can do it, that's even better. You know, them along with, we also have CBL. It's a private producer north of us. They've been producing for 30 years, small scale, but they're doing 36,000 tons of concentrate per annum. And again, that's just more proof of concept all around us, which is so important in this industry.
Right, right. Yeah. And lastly, you're at a conference here. You know how to deliver a 30-second pitch. So what's yours?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about a lot of it, really. I mean, if the future of this lithium space, I think a lot of people believe, and we've been talking about a lot here, is the hard rock space. Spodumene focused hard rock projects, coarse grained, easy, I mean, relatively easy. You know, chemistry is good. Production scenario is right there in front of us. DMS works. It's kind of one of these things where I think we want to be, you know, the project that floats to the top out of a lot of new projects that are coming online right now. And there are good ones out there, but we want to focus on scale. We want to focus on speed, and obviously be a part of this cycle now, but really be a standout project in quality and really the consumable that we're going to produce.
Thanks for updating us on Lithium Ionic.
Thank you for having me.
All right, good stuff. That's Blake Hylands. He's the CEO.